At SRI International, we've had the opportunity to systematically study technology in education for over 20 years, and we do know that new computing devices like tablets really have the possibility to transform learning and education. But whether they do that or not, or whether they end up being a bit of a waste of time or just replicating the same old thing, depends dramatically on how they are used and what they are used for. Unfortunately, right now, many instances of technology use in classroom is better access to the internet, where students can more easily access Wikipedia and YouTube. And while I use Wikipedia and YouTube most every day and find them quite important, it's still not how we dramatically transform education. We have to rethink our uses of technology to truly transform education. And for that reason, Cornerstone, as much as we see in technology here today, it's not a technology-first project. It's a mathematics-first project. This has been based on deeply understanding mathematics, deeply rethinking mathematics, and we'll hear more from that from Professor Noyles when he speaks next. But we do have to rethink what it means to know and to do and to learn mathematics in the 21st century. And for Cornerstone Maths, we've been focused on very important and very difficult to learn key stage 3 mathematics topics, because that is exactly those areas that we've heard from the minister, from the teachers, where it's very important that our pupils understand what it means, what mathematics means, and what it means very deeply. And if we do it right, we can really make a large impact in these students' lives. And we do have strong evidence for Cornerstone that our materials do increase pupil understanding of that type of important mathematics. Cornerstone Maths started, like I said before, about 20 years ago with very small-scale design studies on trying to rethink mathematics and digital technology, and how can we reteach math and reconceptualize and re-understand mathematics. We moved then to another set of studies to a large randomized controlled experiment in the United States a few years ago. And in that experiment, we did find the Cornerstone materials were effective across a diverse set of teachers and pupils. They were effective for boys and girls. They were effective for students who have always been high attaining, as well as students who had a history of low attainment, pupils from impoverished areas and pupils from very well-off areas, as well as for pupils who were native English speakers and for pupils who were learning English as an additional language. And we found consistent results for Cornerstone across that wide set of pupils. We are very gracious to the Li Ka-shing Foundation for recognizing the implications of these results and wanting to know if this could have a similar impact in England. So as you've heard, we've been working with the Institute of Education's London Knowledge Lab to redesign the materials to be suitable for the English context, and also to take advantage of the new technologies that are now available to our pupils and to our schools. When we did this, we found that the results of our pilot phase replicated the experiment in the United States. Using the same experimental methods, the same assessment, we had very similar learning gains in England as to the United States. We also found that, again, they were effective for the very wide range of pupils, from state-funded schools as well as independent schools, schools from impoverished areas, schools with histories of low attainment, schools from very well-off areas, and schools with history of high attainment. All found the Cornerstone material successful, and we heard a little bit of that today from the video and from our teachers. Also, we had an independent evaluation by the National Foundation for Educational Research, and they also found that the teachers and pupils enjoyed using our materials, they felt that they learned more, and there was high mathematics engagement through the Cornerstone materials. So as we heard at the beginning of the video from our CEO, Kurt Carlson, Cornerstone Mathematics is one of SRI's most high-profile and most important efforts, because we all do know how important it is to improve mathematics education. And as we saw again in the video, our CEO, Kurt Carlson, is very enthusiastic and actually tells most anyone he meets about the Cornerstone Math Project. And we see this as an opportunity to work with great partners like the London Knowledge Lab, to be working with the Li Ka-shing Foundation, these wonderful teachers and others who unfortunately I can't mention all by name right now. But beyond that, to reach these 100 schools and then hopefully reach beyond the 100 schools and really help to realize the potential of technology for all our students. And that's what we're really looking forward to. And I thank you for coming here today and helping us with that mission. Thank you.